with Aaron Delaplane. Did I say that correctly?
You did.
And he runs this whole event. And Aaron, this is just an incredible event. It's my first time here. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people who come here every year. But I wanted to know first about the history of the Cherry Blossom Festival. So tell me a little bit about that first. Okay?
So the Cherry Blossom Festival started in 1998. It was actually a tree planting project that the Japan America Society undertook to take 1,000 trees and plant them in Fairmount Park over the course of 10 years. It was to kind of echo the gift of 1,500 flowering cherry trees of the Japanese government in 1926. So there was so much interest in the trees that it turned into a big celebration.
It's really blossoming, isn't it?
Yes, it is blossoming.
It's really amazing. As we pulled through, it's really a beautiful thing to see all of these cherry blossom trees in bloom. And it's just beautiful. It's just breathtaking, really. It's amazing, amazing. So tell me a little bit more about the event itself. This is Sakura Sunday, and what makes this day very special?
So Sakura Sunday is our main festival day. It is the culminating event of the week plus of activities we do every year. We pull out all the stops. Anything and everything that is Japanese culture is represented here. We have taiko drummers in from Japan. They come from Tamagawa University in Tokyo, and they're with us every year. We have a J-pop group that is called the Molise this year. We bring in performers from both Japan and the US to kind of elevate Japanese culture in the area. We do demonstrations and arts and crafts. Just anything you can think of.
Anything like the martial arts. We're going to see that soon. Sushi making, and is there kimono dressing?
There is kimono dressing.
We have to find that because I want to try one on.
It's not far. It's just over there.
Okay, and what else? I know the drummers. What is the name of the drummers?
Taiko drums.
Taiko drums.
And they're from Tamagawa University.
Oh, that's amazing.
They are students, but they are basically professionals.
And how often are they up on the stage, the center stage?
So they're performing 2 full sets on the main stage. The first one started about 10:45. We'll be back on at 1:30.
Oh, we have to get that.
Yeah,
that
they're
really
really cool.
And people from all over come to this event, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a very big event. So you're seeing people from
People come
everywhere.
from New York, DC area. We have a pretty wide reach now, but it is very much a Philadelphia festival. So a lot of our people are relatively local, but we're getting a pretty expanded reach.
So initially, when the people of Japan came to Philadelphia with this gesture of friendship with a cherry blossom tree, this has grown into this beautiful festival, and the friendship has grown, and it's just, I think it's really nice to see the culture, the Japanese culture here in Philadelphia, because there are many people who live here that are a part of the culture, and it's just wonderful to see that and learn all about that. And I'm so happy that we're here today.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
What is your name?
My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie. Please tell me about your beautiful outfit.
Well, this is just inspired from a video game called Omyoji, and it's a turn-based. Basically, it's about like these spirits that are kind of pounding the world, and then there's these characters that are playable, and then you kind of like, this is one of the main characters.
Is that what this is here too? It's
it's just a part of her whole outfit.
That is so. Can you turn around a little bit? This is beautiful. It looks like a little fish. What kind of fish would that be? Oh, and there's one too.
There's another one.
So, and can you turn around so we can see the back too? This is beautiful. Very pretty. And come back this way. So, you said this represents warding off spirits?
Just in the game. I wanted to come to Sakura Sunday with like a kind of kimono, but in Japan, kimonos are more used for like serious events or coming of ages. So I didn't want to like, I guess.
So how old would you be when you're coming of age, and is there a ceremonial kimono that you wear?
Yeah, so there's yukatas, right, which are summer because they're lighter, and it's like a better fabric. And then there's kimonos, which are heavier for like the winter times. Coming of age is called Matsuri, and it's basically when you're a little bit, it's like our like sweet 16, I guess.
Okay, so you're about 16 years old then? When you're
Oh,
no. When
yes.
when the ceremony, the coming of age ceremony,
Yes.
you're about 16 years old,
Yes.
and you wear a special kimono,
And there's like a
and
festival.
there's a ceremony and a festival too. Oh, that's wonderful.
Almost similar to something like this.
Okay.
Where like there's vendors and there's shrines that are usually designated, or like a god for that area.
Yes.
And they'll take that god's shrine and walk it around like the village, kind of like a chance for him to be able to like walk around his own town, you know. And it's like a huge like festival. It's really fun. There are like people cheering.
Are you from Japan?
No, my uncle's from there. And,
Okay, you have family there.
yeah, and I went there this summer, and luckily I was able to experience a matsuri. So that's why like I know like a little bit about it, but not.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So will you be going back, I guess, in the future? You'll go back and visit
Actually,
family?
Yes, I'm planning on going back there this summer.
And what does your family who are from Japan, what do they think of Philadelphia, the United States? What do they think of
I'm
us?
not entirely sure. One of my cousins loves like America. Like he loves everything about it. He thinks like football is like amazing.
The
and stuff
Eagles,
like that.
right?
Yeah.
The
He
Eagles.
even bought a American truck, and he was like,
Really?
yeah, he was like bragging. He's like,
Would that
"Yes,
be a
American
Ford?"
truck? It was actually, yeah.
Hello, girls. How is everyone? Good. It's Sakura Sunday. And just tell me your name.
My name is Sarah.
Sarah and
Tara.
Tara.
Laura.
Laura. And tell me about your outfits. We'll go right around, okay?
So what I'm wearing is a Japanese street fashion style called Lolita. And it just takes inspiration from a lot of Victorian clothing mixed with like modern themes that are very cutesy and feminine. So that's just
I
kind
can
of what
see
I'm...
the fur and the bows and everything.
And the rabbits, bows and everything.
Very pretty.
Thank
Very
you.
Nice. And now we'll go around. And how about you? Oh, I love this.
Thank you.
Beautiful. That's a cherry blossom tree, isn't it? Okay. And tell me about your makeup and what you're wearing.
It's a Japanese style called Visual Kei. It's actually a music scene that I'm really into, but it really has its own style that I like to do as well.
And what type of music? Japanese?
Usually like rock and metal.
Oh, wow. I guess I could see that with the dark and the pink.
Yeah.
That's cool. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. And now, how about you? Tell me about your
I'm
outfit.
wearing Japanese yukata. It's like a summer, springy kind of light kimono, and yeah, it's my first time wearing it, so I was really nervous.
Pretty
but
though. No, I
was-
really like it. Thank you so much. Now we're with Kim Andrews, and she's the executive director of.
The Japan America Society of Greater Philadelphia.
That was a long one. I thought I'd let the experts say it. So Kim, tell us about this festival. This is amazing. The people we're meeting today, all the events going on. There's so much to see and do. Tell me about it.
Well, this is the 21st year of the Japan America Society of Greater Philadelphia putting on the Subaru Cherry Blossom Festival here in Fairmount Park. We put it on outside of Shifuso Japanese House and Garden, which has been the site of a Japanese cultural garden and house since 1876. So this long history of friendship between Japan and Philadelphia. And this festival is just really kind of celebrating it all in a week and then culminating in Sakura Sunday. So today we have 3 stages. We have performances everywhere. We have vendors. We have food. We have activities or cosplayers, people who are interested in anime. There's shiatsu. There's traditional Japanese culture. There's modern Japanese culture. So we pulled it all together here as part of our mission, which is to connect Japan with Philadelphia.
I think you've done a good job of doing that.
That's a lot.
I can see this big connection here. And it's even amazing with the weather today, it did not stop people from coming out. People have come out. I mean, it took a while for us to get here because people are here. They want to see it, and it's so exciting to see all the cherry blossom trees are so gorgeous, and the people and the costumes, the martial arts and the food. There's so much to see here. And this runs how many days?
Well, this is the last day. This is the culminating festival
So
day.
it all comes together today, but it ran about, what, 10 days?
It's 10 days.
10
It was 10 days of activities and performances, and at Shifuso. Shifuso's been open late. We've had extended hours, and we had a sake garden this year which we're going to do again next year, was really successful outside the walls of Shifuso. We partnered with Parks on Tap and the Fairmont Park Conservancy, and so we had essentially a pop-up beer garden with a lot of sake-based drinks and Japanese-inspired food. So people have been coming out all week in the evening to sit underneath the cherry trees before they bloomed and as they were blooming, and now they're finally bloomed. So it's a tradition in Japan, hanami, which is picnicking under the cherry trees, really enjoying the moment of spring when it's here. And so we have, I think, this great crowd that's here today, even with the chilly temperatures and the misty weather. It's really gratifying to me as the director, because I feel like the impact that we've had on Philadelphia, that it's happening, that Philadelphians are excited about spring, are excited about the cherry blossoms, that they want to take part in enjoying nature and having that moment under the cherry blossoms when the blossoms come fluttering down as they come down. That's a moment in Japan that people wait for. So we've had that happening all week, and then with this big Matsuri, this big festival day today, thousands and thousands of people are here in this
This is amazing.
silly
And
weather.
they catch the act on the stage with the drummers too. What are they called?
The Tamagawa
Yes.
University Taiko drummers.
The taiko drummers. We're going to catch that too. But you just gave me information. I have a tiny little cherry blossom tree in my little patio area, and I didn't understand that they stayed in bloom for a while this year, and then the flowers, the petals are coming off now. But now you have given me a whole new appreciation of what that means. It is spring is here, but it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. But now you explain something to me, another understanding, another way of looking at it, a viewpoint of it, and how to appreciate my little cherry tree.
It's called cherry blossom snow.
Yes,
There's
I
a name
didn't
for
know
it.
that.
Yes.
As the petals are coming down, because it looks like snow, especially when it's windy and they're falling off the trees. But the trees here are so. How many do you have? About over 1,000?
In Philadelphia, there are almost 3,000 trees
3,000.
that have been planted by the Japanese government over the years, and then our Japan America Society planted 2,000. We stopped planting in 2007, but there are thousands of trees here in Philadelphia. We actually have more cherry trees than DC. And here in this area around Shifuso in West Fairmont Park, there's about 1,000 trees out here, and there are multiple varieties, so they bloom for a period of time. If any one variety blooms and
another
the cherry
one's
blossoming snow, but this out here we have a long blooming time from when the first tree blooms to when the last tree drops its blossoms. So even though the Sakura Sunday is happening today and the Cherry Blossom Festival is happening, we expect that there's still going to be cherries blooming all through next week, so people can still come and
You've
enjoy
got to
it.
come out and see it. It's the most incredible, beautiful sight. As you're pulling into Fairmount Park here in West Fairmount Park, it's just beautiful. The trees, the cherry blossom trees, it's a must-see. You have to see it. You have to come and see it and enjoy it and welcome spring. And we are with Ikebana International. Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Very nice to meet you. Can you tell me about what you do here?
Okay. We come from Ikebana International. We come here to demonstrate our specialty. It's a Japanese art of flower arranging. It's different from the Western style.
And tell me how it's different. I see it's different the way it is growing in the dish.
Yeah. Okay. In the Western style, we have lots of flower and all pack of the flower and so many different color. But the Western, Ikebana is very few, and we are emphasizing the line and very few flower in there. And this is we are going to do the demonstration. And this is
This one, I just want to say, you were mentioning that you're demonstrating the lines and the flowers.
Look at
And
this
that's
one.
beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Look at this one, the line.
Yes.
We call sin, and this is soy and hikai. It's the three main line in one arrangement.
Yes.
And we don't very few flower. This is not done yet. After the done, it will be beautiful. And we are emphasizing the line.
The line.
Yeah, and then the flower, that's what we have, and then we are add more green.
It's very beautiful. And what is this one over here?
This one is the typical. This is the typical ikebana container. It is the one with two together, make a set. So this, I bought it from Taiwan. Yeah, I'm not finished it. This is the one, this one is the main line for the whole arrangement.
So the arrangement is built around this.
No, this is the main line.
This is the main line right
And then
here.
we have flower on it.
Okay.
And then
I see.
emphasize the outline
It's beautiful.
and true combined together. And this one I'm not done yet. The one I lie again. We emphasize the line and flower. And I'm not finished yet.
It's beautiful though. It's very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I am Arthur, King of the Britons. Yes. You might have observed my exploits in the film known as The Holy Grail.
That's right. And so if you're the king and I'm the queen, what would my name be?
Sadly, the film was so low budget we could not afford a Guinevere. No, but behold my trusty steed.
And what does he have here? What is this?
He has coconuts.
Okay. Is there real coconut?
Those are, in fact.
And what is he doing today with the coconuts?
Oh, he is my steed. Now, the film that Arthur is from was literally so budget they couldn't afford horses. So they had people follow the actors around with coconuts to make the horsey noises.
Would I be able to hold this?
The sword? Absolutely.
Is it real? Can I
No,
hurt
it's
someone?
foam.
It's foam.
Most conventions we go to have a very strict policy against steel weapons,
Well, you don't
and
have to
this is
tell the
not going to
viewers.
hurt anyone.
You don't have to tell everyone it's cheap. This is cool though. And you have a sword fight with this, right? You just kind of...
I usually use my commanding presence as king.
Oh, so to say to
This is
someone...
for dubbing.
Oh, now if you were going to be knighted, you get
yes.
hit in the head with this, right?
Well, on the shoulders, like that.
So if you do that to
And
me,
you would now be a knight of the round table.
but be the queen of the round table.
My wife might have something to say about that.
Tell me about your costume. Love it.
This is actually their fashion for Japan called Lolita. This is a style called Wa Lolita, so it's that one. It is. You have a large group of us that are just kind of wandering around the area right now. It's a Japanese street fashion. It's all over the place. It's kind of slowly been coming its way to America.
This is beautiful. And did you choose the color that you're wearing? Or?
Actually, the print was entirely made by my wife. She designed the print, got it made, and we sewed it into this.
And what does that represent?
It's supposed to be a koi fish. So it's supposed to be koi scales,
Yes.
tail.
Wow, that's beautiful. And how about yours? Because yours represent.
Got it from her as well.
I actually lent it to her. Honestly, it was just a very pretty print that we threw together into a dress.
You know what I love? Put your arm out. Bell sleeves are really in fashion now.
It's supposed to be all inspired by kimonos.
I know, but the kimono here with the bell sleeves are
Fashion.
I love it, love it. And now we're with Abana, and she's with Subaru of America. Hi, Abana, how are you?
Oh, I'm real good on this Sakura Sunday.
This is beautiful. And tell me about Subaru's part in here. Subaru's the main sponsor here for the event.
So this is our 15th year of sponsorship, and Subaru has been part of this festival for such a long time. I've seen it grow from about 50 people to thousands of people. So I have to say this year I'm really impressed because, as you know, yesterday we had about 90-degree weather. Today's about 40 degrees. And I have to say it's really fandom here. Thousands of people are already showing up. It's cold, it's wet, it's rainy, but it's beautiful. The cherry blossoms are out, and it's just gorgeous here.
It's amazing, as you said, the weather is not stopping the crowd. There are actually thousands and thousands of people here taking part in all of the wonderful events here with this Cherry Blossom Festival. And the cherry blossom trees are amazing to see. And I was told that it's not often that they're in full bloom as long as they've been this year.
Yeah, you know, because we had a cold snap, they stayed closed.
Right.
And because of the warm weather the past few days, they actually burst in front of our eyes over the past 2 days. So it's been a real great experience to see them open up. We had thousands of people here yesterday, sitting under the trees, having their lunch under the cherry blossoms. So this festival is turning into almost a weekend event. It is the second largest cherry blossom festival in the United States, and it's growing more and more, and it's become a real iconic event here in the city of Philadelphia.
I'm really seeing that, and it's wonderful to be here. And I understand that there are people here from New York and Washington and from all parts of this country right here in Philadelphia to experience this wonderful festival. So thank you so much for taking the time out in your busy schedule here to talk to us.
Well, thank you for joining us. You know, Subaru's, we're moving our offices over to Camden, New Jersey, the first week of May, so we're not going anywhere. We'll be at the festival next year, so be sure to come by, and hopefully the sun will be shining.
It will. Thank you so much.
Thank
Ivana.
you.
Thank you. We're here with Madam Saito. Is that correct?
Yes.
And she's the sushi queen of Philadelphia. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that we found that was very important for Heart of Philly, for our viewers, to meet the queen of sushi of Philadelphia. So rest right, please. Right?
Thank you very much.
So tell me about the sushi, what you have here.
Yes. So holder here is my students. I teach sushi for whole Philadelphia about 30 years. And every year we have a sushi contest here for the Cherry Blossom Festival. And 2 days before we have a sushi contest for amateur in my restaurant on 122 Lombard Street.
Oh, so maybe we could come to your restaurant.
Yes, please.
And you could show us in the kitchen how to make sushi.
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yes.
So I'll call you and we'll come and you teach us how to make sushi.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
That would be
Thank
nice.
you. Yes, please come.
And right here, what do you have here? Tuna?
Yeah, we have a tuna, salmon, and yellowtail. But in the restaurant we have more, fishes.
We're here with Shirley, and she's going to talk to us about how to relieve tension in our muscles and a lot of other things. We're going to let her do that. So Shirley, yes, my tension stays in my shoulder area, right in here. And when I get tense or tension, that's where it is, right in here. So what would you tell our viewers? What can we do to help relieve that?
Well, the best thing that you can do is do some stretching every day. And you put the hands behind you and you connect your thumbs and stretch back as far as you can every day.
Like this?
So it brings the shoulders back, it opens up the lung energy, it opens up this area of the body, and it takes away the tension here at the scapula.
I can actually feel
and you
that.
hold that until you feel heat coming through, so you can feel the change. You've got goosebumps already. So the energy's coming right out.
Oh, I can feel that already.
So it's all that unexpressed energy from the lungs and all that tension of holding everything forward. We want to open up this area and let your body be more balanced.
More balanced and relaxed.
Right, and the other thing you can do is just drop your jaw and let your jaw come forward, so when you go to sleep at night, if you open up this area, it will also relax this upper part of the body.
Well, how about if you grind your teeth in your sleep?
Well, that's going to cause a lot of pain in here, a lot of tightness in here.
Right,
So
and it affects this area, right?
Exactly, right.
Okay.
So at night you can get a mouth guard.
I do have that.
Yes. Yes. And do some journaling.
Okay.
So if you do some journaling, it will take some of the words out of your brain and put them on paper. So it's called brain drain.
I've heard of that.
Yes, from Julia Cameron's book called The Artist's Way. So the brain drain is to take away everything you're thinking about every night as a computer maybe, and let your body just relax.
Drain it. Just get it
and
out.
turn off all technology for about an hour before you go to bed.
Okay.
And that would
good.
be really great. But the other thing is just to practice singing.
Okay, I do sing in the car.
That's it, exactly. In the shower,
And
in the car,
shower,
yes.
yes.
Or in the walkway in the forest, sing at the top of your lungs and express. Because this is all about lung expression. And about 90% of all people have this. that they hold something in when they really want to say something.
Right.
They don't let themselves. So then it gets stuck here in the jaw.
Right.
So you want to be able to express it somehow, either through writing or singing or chanting.
And that's what keeps the body relaxed.
Yes.
And that's what keeps the body healthy.
Yes, you
the
have to
mind,
express.
the body, and the soul healthy.
Right, and keep it all integrated, yes. So would I be able to work on you for a few
Yes,
minutes?
you
have
can.
time? Okay.
Yes, we can.
So I'm
Okay.
going to have you be seated because it'll be easier for you. Okay. So if you just sit right, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll work on this area for you if you have 5 or 10 minutes. So we start by holding and connecting so the person knows that we're nurturing. And then we just start assessing where is the tension in the body. And we already know your tension is all along here. So shiatsu is pressure. So it's a direct pressure like this. So is that comfortable for you? Yeah. Okay. And that I get by just leaning into. So I lean into the body to release the pressure. So the first point I'm on is for the lungs. So this helps the expression again. And then I go deeper. This one helps release the feelings of the emotional heart.
You can stay on that one a little longer.
Okay, well, yes. Okay. And then this is the physical heart. Ears, there's 150 acupuncture points on the ear. So the ear is responsible for the circulation, digestion, and also for the nervous system. So every day you can work on your ears and just do little circles on them and stretch them because it helps release the pressure in the brain, you know, all the thinking. So when they have that expression of steam coming from the ears, it's real. When you think and you think, the ears get very, very hot. And inside the ear, there's a point that's about the brain. So you just hold. At the top of the head, there's a point that balances the emotions. You are all finished. How do you feel?
Oh, wow. That was so wonderful.
Isn't it great? Let me
Where are you located?
We're located in...
Our viewers can come and find you.
Sorry.
Give us some information.
Sure. We're located in Bucks County in Plumsteadville,
Okay.
which is just above Doylestown, about 6 miles.
And what is the name of your...
It's International School of Shiatsu, and we're actually located in Hypersville. And they can find us on our website is Shiatsubo, so it's SHIATSUBO. And we're here every year at the festival.
I would come once a week.
You
I feel
should.
So
You should.
relaxed.
We have a clinic for you. You can come to our clinic.
Okay.
The first Saturday of every month. It's only $45. It's by appointment. But we work on 50 to 70 people that day. We have students and graduates just like this all working on futons and tables. And then we also have special guests that come that day with a foot bath cleanse or sometimes access bars or Thai massage. So anytime, come visit us.
Thank you
Yeah, we'd
so
love
much.
to. Thank you.
Wonderful meeting you. And I know that a lot of us carry stress in our bodies,
Yes.
and you have to find a way to relieve that to stay healthy because it does. It affects your heart. It affects all of your organs. And,
Absolutely.
And to stay healthy, you have to be stress-free. And this is an amazing way to do it because I feel really, really good. And I'm going to come and
Perfect.
see you
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly. We love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.
I love you, Heart of Philly.